Alright, welcome to the first day of the Global Challenge 3 in 2025. Currently we've done 5 games, 3 wins, 2 losses. And yeah, so we'll get right into it and see how the next one goes. I'm gonna get the music set back to random. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So yep, similar team that I've been using to the one prepping for the Atlanta Regionals. Same one for the most part. Have definitely picked up a couple of things that I want to do differently. For instance, I think for my purposes, I will see greater benefit to using a normal Weezing rather than the Galarian one. The fairy typing is proving to make matchups into Zacian teams unreliable, and I unfortunately don't like that. Don't like that a lot. Okay, so looking at this, we've got... what all do we have? I think that this might be a good game to bring... This might be a good game. Actually break out the Wo-Chien, maybe? Maybe? No. We're gonna bring the Urshifu. Urshifu gives the ability to deal with the Cali Shadow Rider if Regigigas isn't able to take care of it. The Choice Scarf Urshifu will outrun it, unless for some reason they're running a Choice Scarf of their own on Urshifu, or on Calyrex, which I have run into 1 time so far. Not in the Global Challenge, it was just on the ranked ladder, but yeah, that was a unique experience. Alright, well, we'll see what they decide to lead. Maybe. That's weird. Okay, there we go. That took a hot minute to load. That was unexpected. Alright. So here we go with the lead. We've got Urshifu Ogerpon into Weezing and Regigigas. Okay. So in this circumstance, I think this is going to be my best play. Leaning very heavily towards utilizing my terrestrialization. I think, yeah, actually. Definitely terrestrialize on the Weezing. And I really want to put a Will-O-Wisp into the Urshifu. So many options. So many options. You know what? We're going to double protect. Just because I could see the benefits for terrestrializing the Weezing, as it will then resist everything except for close combat from the Urshifu. And they're looking to close combat into the Regigigas, which makes me inclined towards Ivy Cudgel. Where's Ivy Cudgel going? Ivy Cudgel is also going into the Regigigas. Okay. So I think what we're going to do here is we are going to terrestrialize the Regi and into the Poison type to resist the close combat. Follow up with a Drain Punch into the Urshifu in case it is... well, no, it shouldn't be a Scarf variant. Unless that's a really low-speed Ogerpon, which it could be. It could be. It probably isn't, but it could be. And, yeah, follow up with a Will-O-Wisp, because that will significantly reduce its offensive capabilities. Since it'll be dropping its defense by a stage, we should get a very decent amount of health back from a Drain Punch into it. And pop! There we go. Love to see that. So that helps tremendously. Here comes Ogerpon with the Ivy Cudgel. Yep. Pop. Oof! Oof! That was painful. That was very painful. Oh well, we have reduced the offensive capabilities of the Urshifu, which is highly important. And now I think it is time to get to work on Ogerpon. So, definitely a good turn for a Protect. And they might go for swapping out the Urshifu, kind of hoping they don't. But, nope, they are, okay. That is... yeah, it's part of life. Here comes Calyrex. Yep, they wouldn't want to get hit by a Drain Punch, it looks like. Kind of makes me wish I had gone for a Poison Gas this turn, because it would have been nice to get that onto the Calyrex. Oh well. They go with Ivy Cudgel, attempting to pick up the KO on Regigigas. There's a Sludge Bomb. Great damage. Time to go for a Protect and a Bulldoze. Because that way, if they decide to swing with the Psychic Attack into... if they go for the Psychic Attack into the Weezing to try and pick up the KO there, then the Bulldoze will go off before the Ogerpon moves with how it's been trained. Nope, they're going with the Astral Barrage. Makes sense. I can definitely see that as a solid choice. I don't terribly much like that, but you know, it is what it is. Let's see. They have a Choice Scarf on their Urshifu. Ogerpon has its mask. That is probably going to be a... If I had to guess, that's going to be... I think it's Terra Fairy. I don't know if it is. We're going to send in the Urshifu, though. I'm going to lock into Poison Jab. Which feels like a little bit of a gamble, but I actually don't really think that it is. Mostly because the play has been pretty standard so far. So I could see them going Terra Fairy on it. Either way, it should break the Focus Sash that I anticipate they have on the Calyrex. Okay, so they do get to see the Poison Jab. But they won't get to see... Oh. I guess Ogerpon learns Play Rough. I did not realize that. That's not cool. That's not cool at all, man. Oh, boy. Well. Talk about an unexpected turn of events. Yeah, well, okay. Live and learn. So, in this case... I don't like this circumstance. We're going to do that, because I'd like to preserve my Calyrex's Focus Sash if at all possible. So, and it would help tremendously in that endeavor to know what their Calyrex's Terra type is, and ideally get some chip damage onto it, because then, yeah, at least we'll be forcing the coin toss. But if we're able to preserve my Calyrex's Focus Sash with the prior damage that have been put on the Urshifu, there's still the possibility that our Calyrex can sweep once we know their Terra type and are able to take things from there. Okay, it's a Terra Grass. So this is going to come down heavily to whether or not Weezing is able to survive a hit from the +1 Calyrex, which it may or may not be able to, realistically. But we'll find out in just a moment. Will also matter heavily on where the Ogerpon decided to attack. Weezing, fantastic. But Ogerpon is following up into you. Sad times. Well, what do you do? I saw the out, I played towards it, but unfortunately it was not enough. And the ultimate problem here is the fact that if their Calyrex is in fact a... if it is a Choice Scarf one, or if it's a Focus Sash one, like, even if I had managed to do enough damage to potentially knock it out in one hit, it will get to respawn back with a hit this turn, which will mean that we'll be within striking range of even the burned Urshifu in the back, unfortunately. Since we established previously, based off of speed interactions, that one is in fact a Choice Scarf. So, I suppose the one other option that I could have done is I could have gone with an Astral Barrage and... what would it have been? Astral Barrage and a... Oh, and I guess that thing is faster too. Astral Barrage and Sludge Bomb might have been enough to pick up the KO on the Calyrex. And then we would have still had Weezing in play, so there would have been possibilities there too. Regardless, good game to my opponent, and that puts the record for the Global Challenge at 3-3. 3 wins, 3 losses. This is very good. It's definitely pointing out weaknesses in the team, weaknesses in my play. So it's giving me lots to think about and analyze on determining whether or not I want to take this team into Atlanta. So thank you for attending today's video. I hope you have a great day. See you next time.